I don't even know how I'm going to start this video. I'm pretty shocked that I'm actually being 100% confident to do it, and it's taken me a few weeks to just justify whether or not I should make this video, but I decided like it's probably the right time because of how much is just going on this earth, and especially how much is going on throughout like the people I know and how much they're suffering. And I truly dedicate this video to you, and I hope some way that this can help you or see some light through your dark tunnel. Before this video starts, I do want to disclaim that there's some very, very touchy things that I speak about in this video, and I don't want anyone to have any anxiety attacks or any stress going into watching this video. So please, if you're very anxious about types of subjects like suicide and mental health and self-harm, then please, this is probably not the video for you, but please watch at your own risk. So first and foremost, to everyone who's clicked on this video, thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate it, and thank you so much to everyone who clicked on my last video, because that video itself was not easy to make at all, and this video I'm going to just try not make as many cuts as well, because you know this is a very deep and serious video as well. It's not about anxiety and depression. There's probably going to be a lot covering that kind of stuff, but it's not straight directly to anxiety and depression. It is mental health related, but we'll get to that in a second. So I'm just going to start off with saying, to everyone who's struggling, I'm truly sorry that this is happening to you. Right now, it's the start of 2020, and I guess a lot of people are excited to start this year, thinking, oh shit, I'm going to try and make this my year. And I guess a lot of people have just been really overwhelmed with what's been happening and just the amount of shit that's going on this earth at the moment, especially in Australia, just like the bushfires. And if anyone lives over in New South Wales watching this, like, I'm truly sorry. And I'm sorry if you've lost your home or any family members. That is insanely fucking horrible, and I just wish the best for you. But regardless, just a lot's been going on, and especially in my life personally, and I thought I should just share a lot of this shit with you just to see and just to show like how much of a heart I have and how much resilience I have to make this video. And I truly believe that anyone, like fucking any one of yous, can get through this dark patch that you're going through right now or have gone through. I know anyone can get past it, because the shit that I'm going to share is something that I didn't know if I was ever going to share, but I feel like it's just the right time to share for people who don't know. And if people who do know, they know it's very serious, and it was a very, very, very big thing for a lot of people, and it did affect a lot of people. So I'll just jump right into the story. So just over a month ago now, a month and probably 4 or 5 days, I decided in this very room, I decided to try hang myself. And I know a lot of people are gonna probably be like, oh, you're just expressing this because you want more attention. You're not getting enough attention. Like, I swear to you, 110%, I could not care less if I don't get any sympathy from this and I get told that I'm an attention seeker. I really could not care less. This video is just to spread awareness and to spread positive energy throughout everyone, and I just hope people understand that. Like, please do not feel any sympathy for me. I'm going through a hard time as well as everyone else, and there are fucking millions of people on this earth who are going through worse than me, and I will never ever compare my pain to someone else's, but everyone struggles, and I feel like I should speak up about it. So back to what I was saying, a month and a bit ago, I decided to hang myself in this very room. And a lot of people may ask why I drove myself to insanity and try to do that to myself and would put myself through so much pain. And quite honestly, it was just a build-up of things. Like, people were to blame, like, they thought it was my ex-girlfriend. They just thought I didn't talk. Everyone just made assumptions, yeah? And the truth is, there's a lot more to it than just one thing. I think it was just a build-up of everything that was going on. I genuinely, for so long, did not love myself, and I did not care for myself one bit. I played in my head this little game where I thought, oh, maybe if I just shut up about things, maybe it will get easier, and I don't have to say I hate myself and stuff. But truly, from probably this time last year, I really hated myself, and I really could not find much to look forward to in being me. I had no fucking, I had no right, like I couldn't walk around and be like, I'm proud to be Isaac Mercouris. I could not say that. I was just, I'm me. It's just whatever. I guess I'm just living another life, and it doesn't really matter what happens. But to everyone who thinks like that, that's not true, man. And I learned that the hard way. I do not remember much of what happened that day. All I really remember is just I was gonna hang myself. I grabbed the extension cord, I wrapped it around my neck, and I just dropped from the chair. It genuinely felt like someone pushed me off, because I remember I was standing on this chair and it felt like a force pushed me off, because I didn't fall. I was waiting to fall. I was just waiting there, and I was just like, all right, I need to wait for the perfect time. I was just bawling my eyes out, and then I just dropped. And what I remember after that was just waking up in the ambulance and being on the stretcher and getting a thing like a neck brace wrapped around my neck, and there was people in the ambulance like talking to me saying, are you okay, are you okay? And I couldn't speak. I was just like, oh, and it was horrible. Like like things come back to me from that day, and I've thought about some of it, and I remember saying, like, I remember walking out and being like, oh, please tell my mum and my sister I love them. Like, I was genuinely so close to losing my life, and I felt like I was dead. Like, I felt like I was in the purgatory, which is like, it's a thing that you believe if you're like Christian or Catholic or anything like that. It's like in the middle of life and death, and it genuinely, like, on my life, it felt like I was in that purgatory, and it felt like I was just deciding whether or not I'm going to keep living or I'm going to die. And yeah, it's quite a scary thought, Like, I was so close to dying and losing everything and leaving everyone behind. All I remember is just me wanting to end everything, and I just thought I wasn't enough for anyone. I genuinely thought people only said they cared for me because, like, they didn't want me to hurt myself, and that's what drove me to insanity. Like, my mind played this manipulation on me, and it tried to take away the good part of my soul and bring it to the bad, and it tried to take me down. And when you're in a very negative mindset, it fucks you up, man. And it really upsets me to see all my friends and a lot of my family members struggling at the moment. But just know this, you are not alone. No one out there is alone. You may be living on the side of the road. You may be living in a fucking cracked out house. You may be living somewhere where you hate your parents. Your parents might be abusive. But you know what? That doesn't take away the fact that someone out there really loves you and cares for you. Because I know for a fact, I thought I had no one. But look, I have everything that I need. I have everything that I would have ever wanted in life. Right here, right now, I do have everything I could ever imagine. And seriously, a lot of people take that shit for granted. But you shouldn't, okay? Because there's someone out there who does care for you, and someone out there that does care for your feelings. And seriously, I've said it a million times. Please, if anyone is feeling at distress or feeling like they want to do stupid things, please contact me. Please, if you're up for a chat, like, please just send me a message. I'm more than happy to respond, and I'm more than happy to get to know new people, because, like, you know what? That's what life's about, meeting new people, like, just adventuring. Back to what I was saying, though. I drove myself to a bad point in my life, and I just thought everyone was against me. At this stage, I'd broken up with my ex-girlfriend way so long ago, and that was still bugging me, because I still felt like I needed to be there when I didn't. I had so many feuds with my family members. Dad was in Melbourne, and we were still, like, feuding on the phone. Me and Mum had a really horrible, like, relationship, and just a lot of negativity was around me and my friends, and I genuinely thought I had nothing to live for. So I decided to grab an extension cord and just try to hang myself. And within those 24 hours, I really took, I really saw that I took life for granted, like, big time. And I look back now and I think to myself, there's so many more easier ways to deal with that kind of stuff. Only just recently have I spoke up about how I feel. If I feel suicidal, if I feel like I'm hopeless, if I feel like I'm worthless, I'll talk to someone, and it really does help. For so long, I was scared to speak up about my feelings, but everyone out there should not be scared. Please speak up, because it's very important. Mental health is not a joke, and so many people on this planet have died because of suicide attempts, and it's very sad, and it honestly crushes me to think how many poor souls there are out there just trying their hardest to just stay intact and just try to like be happy and shit like that. And some people really need to notice, like, not everyone can speak up about their feelings. Like, with friends, just go check up on them every now and then. Go send them a text message. How you going? You want to hang out? I'm always here for you. Like, that's what I've trying to do, like, more often, because I found that the more people I message that haven't messaged me, the more I find out more about them and what they're dealing with, because I know for a fact that I'm dealing with nothing compared to some of my friends. Some of my friends have been through the worst, and I won't even go over it because there's just so much. But I will never take for granted a friend and someone who's been there for me from day one. I know that every single person that has supported me, I will never turn my back on, and I'll be there for anyone who's there for me, and that's a fact. And I think everyone should be like that as well, because it's the best way to get your message across, and it's the best way to communicate with people. The second you check up on someone, the second you say you're there for them, they're going to do the exact same back. Well, at least I think so, and that would be the best way to do it. This is a very touchy subject, so I'm just trying to like keep my emotions like together, because this is a very big and very serious topic as well. I have spoken a bit about like anxiety and depression, but I mean, this is like, that's nothing compared to just people struggling at the moment. I just feel like people need to understand that there are people out there for you. There's people out there willing to support you and hang out with you and just have a laugh with you, because you know what, having a laugh is like the best thing you could do. Literally, having a laugh just like brings you life, and it brings you happiness, and I love having a laugh. Like, I may not like my smile, people may not like their smiles and shit like that, and people may not like laughing, but the more you get used to laughing and being happy, the better mindset you're in. And genuinely, it is really good to see people doing good. And I know for a fact that there are a lot of people that were doing really bad a few months ago, like some of my friends, for instance, or family, and now they're just doing a lot better because they've just found coping mechanisms, and they've talked to people, or they've gone and seen someone, they've called a lifeline, which is just really fucking good. And that's all you need to do. Like, just one text message can change everything, and it can change the way that people see you. Like, people may see you as just a moody, fucking miserable person that sucks, but people don't know everything about everyone, and this is why I don't judge anyone before I meet them. I just make sure I get to know them first and talk to them about stuff, maybe ask them a few questions here and there to get to know them. And if I genuinely know them, then there's no point to judge them, because you don't understand what half the people have gone through if you don't ask them. Like, there's no harm done. You could just ask, like, excuse me, like, do you want to talk about anything? Something like that, something simple like that. And you can carry the conversation from there, and you can know more about them. Like, it's not that hard. I think people make out life is a fucking really hard thing. Like, getting through life is a really hard thing, but it's really not. You can make life really simple, everyone. And especially being a teenager, your fucking hormones are up here, they go back down, they go up. Girls are on their periods, guys have mood swings, guys fucking get played by girls get played by guys. It's all over the shop, and I understand everyone. I genuinely understand everyone going through stuff. And if people want to zone themselves off from people and isolate themselves, I get that. Everyone has those moments, and no one is going to be perfect, and no one is going to make everyone happy. But everyone watching this video right now, please listen to me. If you are struggling and someone is calling you selfish for not helping them, please don't listen, because that's fucking bullshit. If you are doing something that's making you happy and you need some time off, do it, because no one should tell you what the fuck to do and when to do it. You are your own person. You have your own soul. No one has your soul. No one has your heart, and no one has your voice. You have the right to say no to things, and you have the fucking right to do what you need to do, okay? As long as you're alright, and as long as you know that you're going to get through this, and as long as you fucking speak up about it and what you want, things will be fine, and I promise you that, because the last thing I ever want is to see anyone out there struggling, because it's fucking horrible. From a point of view where my dad have split up, my mum's gone through a hell of a lot, seeing people's mum go through so much, seeing my friends go through a lot, seeing my friends lose family members and friends, it's fucking awful. And to be honest, everyone nearly lost me, and that really hits me deep. Like, to think that I was 1 or 2 seconds away from leaving this earth and leaving everyone behind and never being able to feel anything again or talk to anyone is fucking insanely scary. And I just want everyone to know, please, like, that you have someone out there that cares for you, and someone will talk to you if you speak up. And to the people who don't speak up, your friends should please message them from time to time if you know they're not in a good mental state. Everyone should check up on everyone every now and then, because it makes a big difference. Everyone going through stuff right now, like I said, I'm completely sorry, and I'm truly gutted that you're feeling the way that you are, but seriously, you need to speak up, and everyone has the right and everyone has a voice. I'm saying this from a teenage perspective. It is really not hard growing up and being a teenager. Like, we have our whole life ahead of us, and I literally nearly chucked that in the bin. And it's not worth the damage you do to your friends, your family, and loved ones if you try to commit suicide. It's horrible, and I put too many people through pain. I'm sure no one that tries self-harm or suicide means to hurt anyone but themselves, which is what you try to do. But people do get affected by that stuff. But the more you try that stuff and the more you think really toxic, it's just gonna like affect a lot of people, and it's gonna be hard. A lot of people are gonna take months to recover from self-harming or attempted suicides, but you know, you got your whole life ahead of you, like I said, and there's not a minute to lose. Like, make every minute count, because you know, you're only a teenager, you're only a kid for so long, and by the time we know it, like, to all the teenagers watching, we're gonna be adults soon. Like, I'm 16. At the end of next year, I'll be 18, which is fucking crazy. And time does really go fast, and you got to make the most of it, because it's very important that you live a good childhood, because then you can look back on it and remember all the good times you've had. When you get older, you have responsibilities and stuff gets harder, and people need to just find coping mechanisms when they get older, because if you don't have those coping mechanisms, if you don't have people to talk to, it's going to be really hard to get through those times. And I know I'm just a teenager just speaking out for every other teenager, but it is really fucking hard. And I know the parents, whatever parents are watching this, really would understand that it's just really hard to get through being a teenager. But, you know, when you get older, I guess you have your own freedom, but you do have your own responsibilities as well. It's the tough times that you got to look past, and the good times that you got to look forward to. That's it. And I know everyone can get through what they're going through, because I've gotten through all this stuff. I've gotten through nearly dying, nearly leaving this earth. So I know I can get through anything now. And that's the mindset that I choose to be in, that I've been through all this. Now I can get through everything that crosses my path, because, you know, what have you got to lose? It's 2020, and I'm genuinely trying to make an impact on people. So please, if you have enjoyed this and you really have enjoyed what I've been saying, please contact me. I would love some feedback, because genuinely, I'm a human being. I like to hear what people have to say and stuff like that. And if my video has made anyone smile or made anyone be in a better mindset, then I'm fucking amazed by that, and I'm really happy to hear that. And I hope this comes across to some people as a good message and good advice, because genuinely that's all I want to give. I just want to give advice, and I want people to realize that you have someone there for you. So please, like I said again, if you are feeling down, if you are feeling alone, there is someone. So please contact someone, contact your family, your friend, even me. Seriously, like, I'm there for everyone, and I promise I will always respond to someone who's going through a tough time, because there's no point ignoring someone who's struggling, and struggling is not the best thing. Like, I know if I'm struggling, I would love people to be there for me, and when people are there for me, it feels really good, and it feels like you actually have someone there, and you feel like you have a brother or a sister or just a person who loves you, and it's just really, really good. And it's the best feeling in the world to feel accepted and just, you know, alive within yourself. It's amazing. I'm glad I kept my emotions clear this video, because I feel bad if people see me cry and people see me like in a sad place, because it's not nice to see on anyone really. But I think I'm gonna end this video here. I don't have too much left to say besides thank you if you made it all the way, because I genuinely really appreciate it. And thank you for clicking on this video if you took your time out your day to watch this video, because honestly, it just means so much to me. It really does. This is a very touchy subject, so I'm sorry if I made anyone cry or anyone upset in this video. That was not my intention, so I'm very sorry. But I do hope everyone did enjoy it and took some advice from you know, me, and maybe can apply that to themselves. I know everyone right now, especially all my friends, are going through stuff, but I'm here to tell you all that I really appreciate yous and I really love yous, and thank you so much for being there for me. And thank you to everyone who's been there for me, because it genuinely means the world. Because without people and without friends, without family, I wouldn't be here today. And genuinely, I'm so happy to still be on this earth. And I'm so, so happy that I can just try help people out and try support people, because that's all I've wanted to do. And all I want is people to be happy, because seeing people happy just makes you happy in yourself. It's been one big day for me, and especially a big couple of years, to be honest, with my mental health. But you know, I'm going to keep striving forward, and I hope you do as well, because genuinely everyone out there is amazing, gorgeous, and beautiful within themselves, and you all have a lot to live for. And I hope you make the most out of your life, because genuinely no one deserves to be going down a wrong path. And if you are going down a bad path, there's always time to change, remember. Not sure if I'm going to do another one of these videos or not, but we'll see what happens. You know, anything can happen. But thank you so much for watching the video, and yeah, take it easy.